C-Doc again.
Hey, welcome to another Tuesday night, 9 p.m. Here we are. It's C-Doc again. Welcome to the show. We're going to have some fun tonight. Get really nerdy with this hip-hop shit. It's going to be a good time. But I'm not going to do it alone. Of course, in the house, coming from the west side. She got her start in classic rap radio. Our lady from the heyday of K-Day, Jennifer O'Jenny.
What's up, what's up, what's up?
Wow, that was a hell of an intro.
Yeah, okay. We're bored, folks. And by the way, my shirt glows in the dark.
Awesome. I love it. I need more of those. I need more glow-in-the-dark shirts.
I'll get you some.
How are you, Jennifer?
Things are thinging.
Aside from being bored.
Yeah. Right. Things are thinging.
Yeah.
That's what's happening.
A lot of things thinging.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Precisely.
Excellent.
What about you?
I'm good. I had an interview a little while ago. So it was funny when I was getting ready to come in here, I went back into the wrong StreamYard. I was like, oh shit. So I think you missed the link. Yes. So but I found my way to our show. And,
well, I'm so glad you did.
Yeah. All is well.
Which is why I was going, hello? Anybody home?
Oh man. Don Key in the house. What's up, man? Yes.
You know, that's what happens when we're all over the place.
Mm-hmm.
When we're not all in the same space.
Yeah.
That's what happens.
Yeah, well, here he comes in with a bang. Ultra Meg 7.
What's up, y'all? You
saved me from having to do your introduction. So, the Culture Clip King. Yeah.
Thank you, sir. I'm right on time.
Follow him on Instagram where you're a sucker. Yeah.
Or you're a sucker. Jennifer, Doc, what's happening?
What's up, bro?
I'm chilling.
Word.
Actually, this is kind of in the family of what we are doing tonight. I got this from Guy at Weaponize Records, and this one right here, this is another hot one.
Yeah, I saw you post that the other day.
Yeah, I think I was trying to post another video and things happen. That's why I'm late. But yeah, this is dope. DJ Money Shot, Weaponize Records. The same label that Mike the Hat has his album out on. But yeah, this is very dope. I got to stop shaking and giving Jenny vertigo. But this is dope right here. So check this out. Weaponize Records. Yeah, Ultimate Fakes and Tweaks.
He does this crap where he goes like this. And I'm like, okay, that is severely affecting my vertigo.
I'm sorry.
Unless you want me to pass out on camera, don't do this anymore.
Oh, what are you doing to yourself right now?
Right. Maybe you should just not watching that part.
Anyway,
I'm
DJ
not
Money
looking
Shot.
at the camera when I do this.
DJ Money Shot.
DJ Money Shot, Weaponized Records. Check it out. Ultimate Fakes and Tweaks.
Word up. Thank you, sir. Also joining us tonight, the president of Rap Station, the man behind Hip Hop Gods, coming from the Northwest Side, with a freshly restarted computer. Ladies and gentlemen, Flatline.
God damn. Like I was going to be early and then.
Tell me about it. Tell me about it.
It's all good, man. You're here. That's what counts.
I'm here.
Tell me about
it. I made it.
And as is Mara, and she's saying, hi, fam. Hey, Han.
She just got home from work, so happy to have her home.
A&R lady.
Mm-hmm. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Flatline, how are you this evening?
Excuse me. I'm really tired.
Wow.
But I'm here because Mike the Hat is here. So,
Yeah.
Or is he? Is he not
Not
here?
yet. Not yet.
Not yet.
Really?
I'm sure
But
he'll be here.
it's really late where he is.
Yeah, I'm sure he'll be here
It
shortly.
is. Yep.
Hopefully he didn't fall asleep.
Right.
Oh,
No, I just texted him a little while ago and said, ready? Here we go.
Oh, okay. And he was ready? Or he said, I'm sleeping.
It's 2:00 in the morning there.
He didn't say anything. He said, give me 5 minutes, please.
Wait, I thought I had a message from him. Wait, hang on.
He just
6
said, give me
minutes.
5 minutes.
Oh, okay.
Oh, right now he did.
So do your best.
Cabbage
Show me
patch.
how to
5 minutes.
Dougie.
5 minutes of we're gonna Dougie? Okay. Can I floss like Rocco did at his kindergarten graduation?
Oh,
today?
can you not?
Yeah. He was up there like he ain't doing that. I can't do it, but it was great.
Oh man.
It was hilarious.
Did he as well?
No, he didn't do that. But he did bow. He was like,
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It was priceless.
Rocco.
That was
Yeah.
today?
Yeah, it was today. Yes. He
Well,
graduated.
congratulations, Rocco.
Yep.
Good job, Rocco.
Rockin' Rocco.
Yep.
Yep.
Rockin' Rocco.
Flatline.
Yep.
Is there a new episode of Hip Hop Gods this evening?
Nope.
Took the week
Nope.
off. Hey.
Took this week off. Might take next week off. Might take the week off after that. Might take the week off after that.
Okay.
Wow.
All right. And you need me to fill in?
Sure, you can.
I wouldn't know what to play. You have all the connects,
I have some. I got that Dylan guy trying to send me his new single. That's exciting.
Yeah. Right?
But I want to hear that shit. I bet it's great.
With Grand Poobah, right? Is that what it said? I don't know
Grand
if I let the
Poobah
cat out of the bag.
Maxwell.
Yeah, I wasn't going to mention it, but
Yeah,
you did.
I blew it. Sorry. Sorry, Dylan. He's never coming back to the
I'm
show.
sure it's fine.
Yeah. I'm sorry,
He's
Dylan.
gonna show up and go, what the hell, guys?
Yeah, 6 people know.
Right. Yeah.
One of which is my wife. Maybe.
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 Um,
Oh,
okay. Well, good for you for taking the night off.
Yeah. You need to sometimes. A little recharge period because people just don't know.
People
They
just
really
don't know.
don't know. There's a lot that goes into it, and and
Yep.
we're bored. What is happening?
I'll drink
And in
this.
case you didn't know,
Dr. Nocturnal?
Oh, let's see the can design though.
Did you buy it because it looked cool?
It does look
Nah, it was in the. It don't taste cool.
Oh.
cool. Midnight IPA.
Do you know what the percentage is?
I'll guess
0.2.
9.5.
You
12?
can't read it.
12
Can you
and
see that?
no 6 point. Wait,
6.66?
There you go.
Ew.
That's funny.
Oh,
That's it, but it's no good, huh?
it's all right. Maybe I think it probably have to warm up a bit.
Tastes like Satan, huh?
If this was Satan taste like, I don't know.
Satan's ass, I guess, maybe.
Satan's taint. Oh,
Ew.
well, that lets you
God,
know.
you had to go there. Wow.
It's Satan. Satan.
Satan, yes.
That was a little graphic.
Satan, yes.
I guess this will
Even
never be a
Stewie's Not
sponsor.
amused.
No, probably not.
It'll never be a sponsor.
Not if we just call it Satan's taint.
Satan.
Satan.
Can we not?
Any hip hop mail ultra?
Oh, just again, I won't check it, but just the ultimate fakes and tweaks.
I guess I can show you guys this because it was a surprise. I did not expect. And it's something I already had, but it's all good because it's a variant, I guess. So if I'm going to be a collector or whatever, what the hell? But shout out to my old friend Dr. Jess, who hooked me up with the Best Buy exclusive De La Soul is Dead opaque yellow vinyl. I haven't cracked it open yet. But yes.
You should crack it open. We'd like to see.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Let's do an unboxing. Open.
Yeah.
We'll even Stewie would like to see.
And there's only 1,000 copies of that.
Only 1,000 of this.
Yeah.
Of this one. So it was quite unexpected. He hit me up and said, "Hey, is this Best Buy close to you?" And I said, "Not really." And he goes, "Well," he goes, "there's something waiting for you there." I was like, "Oh, really?" He goes, "A belated birthday present." I was like, "Oh, okay."
That's awesome.
So, track was on the back. Oh, De La Soul is Dead. Oh, there's the comic.
Oh, yeah, dope. Nice.
Yeah, nice. Fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
Rocco loves this album, of course.
Who doesn't love that album?
Right? Exactly. He's always sometimes he goes, "Stop it! Stop it!" It cracks me up. Yeah, that's pretty slick.
Yeah, shit.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's great.
Yep.
Amarillo.
Nice.
Yeah. Very nice. I'll tell you, this one. Funny, we're gonna mention this. I'll tell you guys why later. But if I recall, this new pressing wasn't terribly affected by the resample or re-clearing of samples. You know, they didn't have to change too much on this one.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
that would be a shame if they did.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
No, it was pretty intact.
Question.
Yeah.
Is that the full like the album that combines the CD and the tape versions? Okay.
It has it all.
Okay.
Worship. You know?
Nice. My brother's a bass head.
My brother's a bass head. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. It is the complete De La Soul is Dead. Unlike the original pressing.
Yeah.
And the cassette was missing stuff too, right?
Oh, absolutely. It was what's the other one? That Dove is singing. You got a bullet in your head, boy.
Johnny's dead.
Johnny's dead, aka
Vincent
Mason.
Yeah.
What's up?
That's not on the cassette.
No.
Wow. I always had the CD, so I didn't, but I had heard that there was stuff missing.
What is up, Vashon?
What up? What up, VQ?
What up?
Yep.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, see, now Stewie needs the same shirt that I'm wearing. Because look.
Stewie's not bored. Stewie's chilling.
He's
being so good.
Well, yeah. Don't let it fool you.
At the moment.
Yeah. I think you just told, I think you just gave him a challenge, Flatline.
Yeah.
Yeah. He just made 6 months old yesterday.
Congrats, Stewie P.
Happy birthday, Stewie P. Happy half birthday.
Yep.
He's like,
yeah, living the dream, kid. You're living the dream.
Key, it's not nice. It's tolerable.
Flatline, do you have any recent pickups of note?
I beg your pardon? What?
No, you.
Yeah, I do.
Got her mind.
It's like, who's picking up Flatline?
Didn't I bring it out? The DJ Shadow. They did a re-release of it with the splatter vinyl and the shattered vinyl, whatever it is.
The new DJ Shadow. Yeah.
It's dope. Yeah.
Nice.
But I love that album. So some people weren't into it, and I get it. But
I don't think I heard.
You want me to go grab it?
Yeah, go grab it.
Yes, by all means.
Let's check
go
it out.
grab it.
Yeah, let's check it out. I don't think I've heard the whole thing yet.
Vashawn, happy birthday.
Oh, happy birthday, bro.
brother.
Happy 47th belated birthday, dude.
Yep, happy belated, bro. Yes.
Like the splatter or the shatter, not splatter. Jesus, I'm tired. Like a shatter effect, and man, the vinyl itself.
Wow.
It's silly.
Wow.
It's one of those. It's one of those that I've watched them do a million times, where they take the one piece of.
The album is
That's
dedicated
crazy.
to the memory of Gift of Gab.
Oh, word.
Yeah.
Mm.
Which is awesome.
Have you seen them press those? Where
Yeah,
take
when they
the
pulled
one
it.
gob of wax and
Yeah.
they shove all kinds of stuff in it and then they smash it down.
That's how it works. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool.
It's a double too. So
Mm.
yeah.
That's dope.
Any lyrics born songs on there?
Yo, man. Nope.
Nope.
There aren't.
Oh, okay.
You know what else? Oops. Struggle
Struggle is real.
The new DJ Muggs
Oh.
Cloud,
Woo.
which was done on
Rap
what do you
Cats.
call it? Yeah, Mad Lib thing. The
Rap Cats, right?
Rap Cats. Thank you.
Yes.
Anyway, it probably
It's a library record, right?
yeah, it is.
Yeah.
But it's some of, I don't know, in terms of Muggs' instrumental stuff is really dope. I listened to it a bunch, which I think is probably a good sign.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes you hear stuff and you like it and then you don't revisit it, but I've gone back to it a bunch of times.
Interesting. Yeah, I listened to some of it when you sent it to me.
Yeah.
To check out, and then
Some of
I
the
got
later
interrupted.
tracks on the album don't even sound like Muggs stuff. It's,
Right.
Which is cool. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then I read about it that it's a library record. And I was like, oh, that's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess Madlib has a whole series of those.
Whole series. This was number 20 or 12.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I wanted to say it
You
was
gave him a lot more credit than.
Yeah.
This is album number 20.
I thought it was 22.
Yeah. Okay.
Anyway, yeah, that's that. Those are my two recent. I don't have anything else coming. Pre-ordered, nothing.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
All right.
So.
Well, our guest is here.
Oh, thank God.
Oh. Wow. Flatline coming in hot tonight.
No Triscuits and cheese for you, my friend.
Oh my God! Thank God. Yeah.
There we go.
Let's all do that.
Yeah, let's all do it. Yeah.
Can we do this, Jennifer?
Oh God, Flatline.
I'm not shaking mine. Jennifer's not yelling at me.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the show, Mike the Hat.
Thank you.
Yeah.
What an honor and a privilege it is to be here. So thank you all you guys. You know,
Oh
and
no,
thanks
thank
for
you,
support
thank
over
you
the last
for
few weeks. It's been
thank
amazing.
you for staying
I
up
managed-
hella late. Yeah,
What's that?
I said thank you for staying up hella late to talk.
That's
to us.
okay. I mean, I was out to see the Beatnuts earlier. I managed to get Psycho Les to pose with a photo as well. Really cool, and they always rock a show, man. So big up the Beatnuts. Yeah, they are just consistently amazing, you know. So a great night. Big up my friend Fiend Supreme who treated me to tickets tonight. So that was great. So yeah, it's gone 2 here. So I'm on coffees and adrenaline. So yeah, but thanks for having me. And appreciate. Had a problem with the shirts at the moment. My wife's friend she had a little problem with the colors and stuff, so they are on their way. But we did get the Indonesian kid, re-fostered because of his mistakes with the stitching and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm kidding, but it's all good. They're gonna sort something out anyway. So yeah, but thank you.
Oh man,
so how are you guys? How's things?
Things are good, man. It's been a busy day. Yeah, it's been a busy day indeed, but it's all good. Happy to be on the show. Yeah. Happy to nerd out about hip hop.
I did have a few. Sorry?
No, I said I'm happy to nerd out about hip hop shit.
Oh, it's great. I had a few things lined up earlier about like hip hop skits and stuff like that, but I was just trying to plug some stuff at the last minute. But it was all hyped to see the Beatnuts tonight, and it was a good show. So that was great, man. So thanks for having me on. Thanks for Flatline for bigging up and doing his thing as well, and giving me some air on your show too, man. That's really appreciated. So thank you.
Yeah.
Representing Weaponize Records here too. So in the UK with a few things lined up as well. He's got the shirt. Yes. Yeah, and thanks Ultramag as well for your kind help as well, man. So it's been great,
course, brother,
and all of you. So thank you. Very humbled by it all. So so where do I start?
So okay, well let's say you saw the Beatnuts. Do you have a favorite Beatnuts album? Let's just start there.
Sorry?
I said, do you have a favorite Beatnuts album?
Intoxicate Demons to me.
Oh.
I would say Stone Crazy. For me was the first one when I really heard about it. For me that had a special. Look at you, guys, done your homework there. For me, that was the one with Here's a Drink was something I had to include on the mixtape.
Yeah.
For me, that was an anthem that me and my friends used to go out, and that was one that was played to death. It was one that we always had a special thing for. So that was probably for me. But it's nice if they were doing something else now, But they just rock a show. Really good night as well, and I've seen them a few times over here, and they've aged well, I guess, So some people don't so much, but they keep the sound and the vibe going really well. So big up the Beatnuts, right? So
word,
So Mike, it's cool band.
How did you get into hip hop?
A friend of mine at school introduced me to like the early electro stuff. So it was the street sounds electro that I really got into. And that kind of, I guess, was stuff like Captain Rock. It was the early electro sound. And then I got into the Beastie Boys in the sort of mid 80s and stuff like that, which was, they were big, obviously, and not many people knew about them when I was at school. So they were one of those cool bands. I thought, I like what they, like where they were coming from. And it was just, at that young age, I thought, these guys were of course, a kind of big influence on, you kind of lived your life through the Beastie Boys as well, So that was, that's how I got into hip hop. The early days was more electro and stuff like that. And I still like electro. It's kind of timeless in a way for me. Some of the stuff now they come, if you look at Tour de France, stuff like that, it still sounds as good now as it did back then, So I like electro too. Still got a good place in my heart. What about you guys? You do electro or?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
We lost it.
We used to break dance and stuff like that. It was, I wasn't a great break dancer, but the electro stuff was, it was a good move. We used to like that.
You remember the song "Clear" by Cybertron?
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
I love that.
Classic.
Yeah. I love that song. Yeah.
And the Egyptian Lover stuff at that time. Clear was great. Hashim. all that kind of stuff was great. You know, I love.
That's her boy.
Yeah, I love that, man.
It's Jennifer's people.
He still makes great stuff.
Yeah, you know, then I got into. I said the Beastie Boys were a big influence for stuff like that, like the late '80s with hip hop, and then just progressed. The '90s for me was probably the greatest era musically that I got into. That's why it was a big influence on the Mixtape Massacre. A lot of stuff obviously there. There's so much you can put on there, but it was a time. Which I did this mix and I sent it out to a few people. It was more for fun. And Guy Harris of Weaponize Records, you know, I sent it to him, and he was like, you know, have you done anything with this? I mean, you know, I want to do this mixtape series, which he's got on Weaponize Records at the moment, which is cool. He's got this great vision and this ear for sound guy. So I was like, no, let's. You know, if you want to put it out, that's cool. Let's do it. So that's how it came to be. Otherwise, it would have just been, you know, stuck, you know, somewhere. And he made it. He made it come true. You know, so
right.
It's an honor to be part of you know, this movement and what the label's doing. To be honest, so yeah, you know, he's a cool dude. And he's got a good ear for sound and great vision. So yeah, good guy. Excuse the pun.
When did you start DJing?
I started late '80s.
Okay.
I just on turntables. I guess everyone's got someone in their crowd who was into music or was, you know, distributing the music. So I was kind of buying music and listening to stuff and putting tapes together, and that was my thing. So I was happy to make music for my friends. We would go out, and remember seeing Ice-T over here, you know, and stuff like that. So you started going out to live shows. I think the first live venue was I went to the Beastie Boys Raising Hell tour in '87, which was mad as a 17-year-old. Yeah. So that was a huge thing. Yeah, yes, the Raising Hell. That was massive at the time, and you know, as a 17-year-old, that was like, wow, these guys are something else. So that was my first show, and a big one, you know. So,
did you when you saw Ice-T, was Hijack opening for them?
What's that?
Was Hijack opening for Ice-T when you saw him?
I didn't see. No, I didn't. But obviously they were signed to Rhyme Syndicate. I think the first UK hip hop band to be signed there. So I didn't see that. No, I saw Ice-T on his own, which was cool at a sports centre in Kent. We had to drive in the middle of nowhere and see him. So that was like in the days we didn't have you know, sat navs and stuff. You were following maps and stuff, you know, so that was kind of cool. But it was a real mission to actually make it there in one piece, and so it was good fun, you know. So I try and get out as much now as possible to see live you know, venues that are on. So I'm quite lucky. I live quite close to the Jazz Cafe, which is a really cool venue in London. So I try and see what's going on there, you know. So that's kind of fortunate where I live, to be honest. So, yeah, that's cool. So with the Weaponized thing, I was asked to do the second mix in the series of the mixtape series. DJ Format had done the first one. I think Flatline heard I don't know if you've heard.
Yeah,
it was
I got it.
A kind of psychedelic journey, magical mystery tour of the Beatles, and weird and wonderful and stuff. And he's off to get it. It was very DJ Format for me is probably the best DJ we've had over here, and a very humble guy, and probably doesn't realise that. Yes, you know, if you haven't heard it, it's an excellent thing. It's sold out, you know, virtually straight away. Yeah. So it was a big thing to follow to do the second mix. So I thought, how do I? And the album cover was done by Mr. Crumb. and a really cool thing with the caricatures of the Beatles. So I thought, how do I do this? You know, I'm in this position here. I've got this mix. So I approached Dan Lish, who is like the god of hip hop art. You know, and I've been to one of his exhibitions the year previously. Didn't actually speak to him. He was there and he was busy, and I went with my wife. DJ Format was playing there as well. So he sort of said about coming down. And I don't know. I just messaged Dan, who's a cool, who did the Tower of Babylon album with Emily. You guys are very, who's another cool dude that I speak with, and just a top guy. So I forgot at the time that he did that album with a lot of stuff we get with downloads. You don't appreciate the art so much now. Years ago you bought an album and you put it on and you pondered over the artwork and flipped it over, and you can't do that now on a download so much and stuff. You lose that. Sort of digressing. I said to so I messaged Dan Lish and I said, look, I've done this mixtape, and it'd be cool if you be up for doing the artwork. And he was like, that's really nice of you. I'm so busy at the moment, but if you want to use one of my prints for a reproductive fee, we can sort something out. I said, mate, that's so nice of you, but I wanted something original, and I really rate this what I've done here. It's a thing that I did live on turntables, no studio trickery or anything, just did it in one take. And I was very proud of it. So I wanted something to sort of, back that up. So he was like, okay, what do you want to do? And we came to an agreement, and I said, well, listen to the mix. And he was, he agreed to do, the artwork for it. So very, very honoured and very touched, and it's kind of just got the complete package now. So yeah, not many people can say they got the Dan Lish seal of approval, So very, big up Dan Lish as well, So
yeah, very cool.
Yeah,
very cool. Now, so wait, are you working on another one? Is that right?
Well, I am. I'm in the middle of trying to do something. The ideas are there, and I spoke to Dan as well, and I said, look, if I do a follow up to the Mixtape Massacre, would you be up for doing, the art? And I said, I've got the idea of the Ice-T Power thing with myself, my wife, and my Doberman playing DJ Evil E, with a front and back. So my wife's kind of cringing at maybe how it will turn out, but she's good fun. So Dan's agreed to do that in his own style. So when it's so that's cool. So that will be at some point in the future. So I'm working on it. It's kind of 90s themed on that style, but there's some other stuff that's more current. It's on that kind of tip as well. So aim to better it, and a few more little things added to it that sort of maybe a bit more new school perhaps. So we'll see. That's in the pipeline at the moment. So yeah, that's the plan.
Okay. Word.
Nope.
Yeah. Looking forward to it.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, the mixtape series. There's the Scratch Lord. There's a new one coming out. There's Money Shots mix that came out as well. He did the third one, and the fourth comes out I think Friday. Yes, which is that's insane. I mean, you guys have bigged it up, and he's created this masterpiece as well, which is it's super dope. So it's nice to be associated with these people and be part of this of the label, to be honest. So yeah, I really it's a good thing. So
Mike, do you have any albums that you really love? Kind of like I don't want to say guilty pleasures, but like albums that most people don't dig that you do, that you just like go to bat for it anytime?
I like the Cold Vein Cannibal Ox is probably one of my favorites, I suppose. It might be for everyone. If there's one album I played to death that captured something I just loved, it would be the Cold Vein. I think for me that's like a masterpiece. LP and Vast Air, Mortal Vega came up with. That's it's kind of dark, but it's also crazy, you know. So I think they're touring over here as well in June. So I hope we try and get out to that. That's that's an album I really take off the top of my head.
Okay,
I really
like not really what I meant, but that's okay. You guys.
Huh?
I said that's not really what I meant, but that's okay. You know. Like,
okay, what do you mean?
Like just albums that most people don't like that you might have an affinity for, like like the second K9 Posse album or something like that. Like nobody really talks about. Nobody really talks about, but like, oh man, I really love this record.
Yeah.
The new lyrics for that.
Oh man.
Like what would you say? What's yours, CD?
Well, actually, for a long time it was the Jungle Brothers, JB's with the Remedy, but then I found Ultramag is also a fan, so now I don't feel so alone.
Okay.
I am not a fan of that album.
No, the third one.
Okay. Yes, I'm sorry, JB's. I thought you were talking about the second one.
Not done by the Force of Nature. I know you don't like it.
Yes, you're right. JB's with the Remedy. Done by the Force of Nature. No.
Which I still don't understand, but that's all right. That's a whole other guy.
Sounds like lyrics born.
It does not. It definitely does not. Yeah. But anyway, so something like that. Like for a long time, I was like the only person I felt like the only person that really championed that record. But
okay, yeah. I left a little list. I mean, I'll come on here again a little bit more prepared with a bit more sleep and stuff. I will compile a little list of stuff that we can really get into.
Yeah. No,
Jennifer, what's your thing at the moment? What album inspires you?
What album exposed me?
Inspires you with hip hop. What's the album?
It's definitely Aha, Take On Me. No, I don't.
That's a hammer.
Yeah, that's a great record.
Yeah.
I heard that this weekend.
With one of the greatest music videos ever made. Yeah.
Right.
Hands
but
down.
No. Yeah. What?
Nice.
What's gonna be mine that nobody really talks about? Dare I say it? Dare you know what's coming out of my mouth?
I know what she's gonna say.
What?
Does it start with a Y?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, of course.
How y'all? Yeah.
Thanks for you sent me the Yagfu Front stuff, which I hadn't heard of, to be honest, not much.
Did.
So really appreciate that. That was what I love about hip hop is it's kind of on this journey, and when you meet people, there's so much to find and stuff, So someone tells you, leads you down this path, and it opens it, So that's the great thing about it. There's so much to hear and learn about as well. So I appreciate that as well. Yeah. So,
well, unfortunately, I am a big sucker for groups that I think didn't get a fair shake.
Yeah.
Okay.
One being Stetsasonic.
All right. Yeah.
Two being Yagfu Front.
Ah, yes. They played over here a while ago, and I think only a few of them showed up. It was a bit.
There was a bit of a
problem. For whatever reasons it happened.
There was a bit of a row. Yeah. Yes.
Oh, okay. You guys heard about it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
No, very, very well about it. Yes.
Yes. Nice.
I've got one for you, Ultra. I've got one for you.
But yeah, I'm a big sucker for groups that I don't think really got a fair shake, but are completely highly underrated.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I was listening to something today about Yagfu Front that was all in Spanish.
Oh yeah, what was that?
Yep. And it was these guys Hip-Hop something, I forget, HHV or something. And they called it. They said, you know, these guys were incredibly innovative, incredibly underrated, but what it's done for the 2 albums that came out was made them absolute cult classics.
Yeah.
Okay. No.
Yep. Very much so.
No.
You know.
Yeah.
But I'm a huge sucker. I mean, oh crap. At the radio station, I spent all kinds of time with Dr. Dre's and the Coolios and the and was there for the making of NWA. And I get all of that. They don't need. I zero in on the guys who are doing what they do and working super hard and still not getting.
Yeah, exactly.
What these other guys get.
Yeah. You guys affiliated with M-Rock as well. Who
that's my dude.
C-Dog, he was the DJ on your show.
Yeah.
Another super talented guy who is, you know, he says to me he's doing it for the love at the moment, but you know what a talent and you know, what a nice man. You know, chat with him over the years when he's, you know, and he's progressed now to what I call a big producer, you know, so hopefully he gets more recognition too, man, because if there's, you know, someone who deserves it, he's a cool dude.
That's my guy, man. I'm always going to bat for him, so anything
very humble man, but he's super talented, you know, and just so full of life, you know. Love him. There's we got some other stuff on Weaponized. There's a lady, very super talented lady called Mimsky Beats, who's bringing up an album with a UK rapper over here called King Kashmir. And if you like the company flow, there's also Big Just, I think he's on there as well. But it's a real. She's got a very good talent. You think company, but more dirty sounding and grind. You know, that should be big. I really hope that blows up. So Mimsky Beats, keep an eye out for that. You know, so that's in the pipeline apparently. Guys, drip fed me a few bits and pieces to say, but she's German. Her name's Naomi, but she's got this insane sound. She's got huge, really, really good sound. So. That should be interesting when that comes out. DJ Rasp is doing the next one after the Scratch Lords. He's a UK DMC champion. He's got another one of the mixtape series coming out as well. I think it's the 5th. So some big things coming out on the label too. So so
that's dope.
Looking forward to it. It should be a good year as well. You know? Andy Smith from Portishead has got another a mix as well coming out, I think, as well. So
he's doing a mix as well.
He's done one for the label too, which is coming out as well. So apparently that's super cool. That's been done, and I'm allowed to leak that one out at the moment. But that's coming later in the year, I do believe. So that's some exciting times, to be honest. So.
But DJ influences, Mike.
DJ, I would say DJ Scratch. I was very fortunate to see EPMD, and he was a real turntable. So I guess I grew up with the DMC conventions and stuff like that. With DJ Cash Money, they were more, the turntables, the turntablists, etc. So I grew up over here the DMC finals were the thing, and ultimately the breakdance thing with, you know, I guess with the hip hop culture. So the DMC finals were always cool, but Cash Money, I think it was in '88. I won it 89, but that was something else. You thought, yeah, man, this guy's something else. I was never a turntablist or a scratch. I was more I mixed and blended stuff too, but yeah, it was an influence that you thought, yeah, you know, there was something else I looked up to as well. DJ Scratch now, you know, is another one who's still doing his thing. Gone on to do producing, DJ Premier as well, stuff like that. You know, people who've taken it to another level.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We should introduce Mike to DJ Joe Cooley.
Oh yeah.
Yes, yeah, good shout. Yeah, we got another. There's a guy over here. You've got Rectangle in the States who does the Wake Up Show, doesn't he, and stuff like that. Who's insane with his scratch. We got a guy called Jabba the Hutt here, who's
I've heard of him. Yeah,
he's just done a lot of scratching on the Old Boy Green, who's another it's a Weaponized Records release. It was strictly limited UK hip hop release, which is worth a look if you can track that down. But Jabba the Hutt did a lot of the scratches on that, and the beats were produced by Michael Parkinson, another dope producer, MC here as well. So there's a lot of good things going on. But that's just called Jabba the Hutt is a kind of quite savage on the decks, you know. So you can stretch in a really good hook and stuff like that. So yeah, if you want your thing, Jabba the Hutt's the man.
That's such a great name. Shit.
Yeah.
You know, that's a great name.
Yeah. There's some names, but yeah, the Jabba the Hutt is the one.
Jabba the Hutt.
Off top of DJs, that was Cash Money was probably the first one that really that caught the eye, and I thought, that was it, you know. And then he took it to the you know, production side as well. Joe Cooley of course was a good shout. You know, how about you? C-Doc, who was influence for you?
Oh shit. Oh man.
Can we all say it together? Turntablist.
Yeah, you've turned the tables on me.
Cuba, if you're looking at the, I'd say also Mixmaster Mike with the Beasties thing.
Yeah,
where they had Hurricane, didn't they? And then when they got Mixmaster Mike in, I thought that was took it to another level with his influence as well. So when I was younger, I kind of wanted to be a bit like Mixmaster Mike. I had his T-shirt when I went and saw one of the tours. So that was Mixmaster Mike was cool, man.
I tell you what, I appreciate the technicians like Mike, like DJ Lord, like the guys that can really just, you know, they're very precise and stuff like that. But I also really like sloppy, you know, messy, not quite catching it, you know, that kind of shit, because it gives it such a different flavor. You know, I'm trying to think of. There's somebody in particular I was thinking of, but it's escaping me at the moment. But
the Beat Junkies as well with Babu,
right?
He was producing now Dilated Peoples.
Yep.
Evidence,
shout out to Babu,
who I think is probably one of my favorite MCs. But the early production and Babu as well. He's still doing tournaments, right? I think, as far as I know,
yes.
I catch up with bits and pieces, but
Babu, personal friend, Rhett Maddock.
Yep. Shout out to Babu and Rhett. Yep.
Yeah. Big Junkies, that sound. They were another cool crew that, you know, you thought, these guys, they got their sound, and they did.
And then there's Hubert
as well. Hubert.
Hubert, yeah. You know, that Wave Twisters album, when that came out, it was next level you know. And it's difficult as well when you've got these scratch albums, I think, as well. You know, it's different when you see it live, but actually try and put it onto something that's listenable as well. It's difficult too. That makes you want to listen to it again. So that's always that's a tricky one for me. You know, you can listen to something and you're like that, but it takes something to make it a bit different. You know. But,
and then we have to say our very own every Sunday night. DJ Soulbuck.
DJ Soulbuck. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Shout out to DJ Soulbuck.
Soul business.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's no joke. We actually did a mixtape for you day before yesterday. I'll have to send you the link to it.
I'd love to.
You gotta hear Soulbuck because he's kind of retarded.
Love to hear it. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, that's a good one. What sort of music? What sort of style was he? What was he?
It was all 90s. I think it was mostly 90s stuff. Yeah, I think it was all 90s.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah.
Love to hear it.
You'll dig it.
Yeah. Nice. Yeah. Appreciate it. Thank you. Send me that. I'll look forward to
we gotta talk about the High and Mighty.
Because are we allowed to
they
say
two appearances on here?
Well, and I'm kind of holding back because Ultramag might know a bit more than I can, but I discussed things with Mighty Mai and they are they're recording new music now, which I must have, I put my hands up. I messaged Mr. Eon a couple of years ago, and it was one of those humble Instagram things, for my own selfish reasons and maybe on the rest of the hip hop community. Is there any chance you might be getting back and doing stuff together? And he didn't message back, but kind of, probably gets that. But they are recording now. From what I heard, there's an EP on the way. So I'm kind of hoping that maybe I can put that on the next mix as well. So that kind of High and Mighty with a thing. I think when I was younger, I wanted to be a Beastie Boys, and when I got a bit older, I wanted to be a smut peddler. That was that was a thing, So, but they were a big influence. Their sound and they had that vibe. So I big up to the smut peddlers, High and Mighty as well. They were. Probably didn't get the recognition. Perhaps Mr. Eon was another one of those rappers that you had just a cool flow and voice that you would listen to. And hear every word, Evidence, Guru, those sort of rappers that, it was easy to just made you listen to what they're saying. So not many people do that, I think. But so excited for the new stuff. I mean, you guys heard any more than that? Or
Ultramag, I think, has heard, like, trackers.
Actually, I did a video for one of the songs that's coming.
Go on.
I can't, I didn't sign something, but it's featuring a very well-known 90s rapper. I don't want to say.
No, that's
but I did the video. I heard a couple songs. It sounds, they didn't lose a step. Like it's not like.
That's why I was kind of hoping, when there's I think. Like Nas, and I think more recently they try and get. I guess they try and go with the times, perhaps, and make it current. But perhaps it loses that what made you fall in love with them, especially with the High and Mighty. I was thinking, I hope they've still got that sound, or they trying to go for this. So that's great. That's kind of answered a question, expectation I had. So thank you for that.
Yeah. If we could only get Cage back there, we'd be. We need to get Cage sounding like he used to.
Yeah.
Is it this one?
Agent Orange was the one.
So much you like this album so much, Ultramag?
That would be the answer to C-Doc's question. That's the album that I love, that I find that people are not so much into, but I love that album.
Didn't get the exposure for me either, you know. The Agent Orange track for me.
That's out of all hip hop. We're talking millions of songs, albums.
Yeah.
That album is like in my top 5 favorite hip hop albums. Movies for the Blind. I love it.
It didn't get the exposure for me. Went under the radar, you know. It's what it should have done. But it's quality. Yeah, big time.
Yeah. Oh, can I, let me ask. I want to ask Mike a question. Like, I guess this is because we're all hip hop fans. You know, just on the show, me, C-Doc, Flatline, Jennifer. We're super hip hop fans, so we listen to everything. But it's over in the States. It's always said that you got to go over to the UK. You got to go over to Europe to, like, you know, they really love hip hop kind of more than we do in the States.
Yeah.
Like, do you hear that a lot? And what do you think about, like, people saying that? Like,
there's a hardcore element here. I don't know so much in the States because I assumed it was a given, but I think because the country's so big, what you got is maybe divided more. But I was talking to Emrock about that, and he said he gets more love here, perhaps for some of his stuff, which I found, quite strange. But you know, I thought that, you know, you it would be probably more so being in your home, you know, your hometown or you know, or country, etc. But the UK here, we're, you know, London, Manchester, a place that we're crazy for hip hop. So maybe because we're smaller, I don't know, but they're you know, we love our hip hop, yeah, for sure. You know, it's I don't know what other artists say, but a lot of, you know, when you see people live, they always said they have a special place for London, for instance. But there's a big thing here, for hip hop. So that you know, I found it surprising, but at the same time, it's there's a lot of love, for sure. We appreciate real hip hop, you know.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you know, Chuck D always said that Public Enemy's base was London, so
right,
you know, their home base. So that's saying something.
Yeah. The first time I heard Public Enemy, when they were supporting they weren't supporting, they were on the Raising Hell tour, but they were playing the first album and Yo Brother Show, and it was like, who's this? We hadn't heard stuff like this before. It was been played in the foyer before, and everyone was going nuts. Wow. Talk about hyping the crowd. And that was the first time I heard Public Enemy. It was like, you'd never heard anything like it. Yes. You know, for me, that was still one I go back to a lot. A lot of people, you know, like Fear of a Black Planet and, you know, but for me, that one was the first Public Enemy that really, got my head, influenced it by, you know, Chuck D's had this sort of preacher vocals that made you just listen. You know, you grabbed your attention. So that was cool. First time I heard that was at the Beastie Boys Run DMC. So
exactly my response the first time I heard Public Enemy. What the hell is that?
Yeah. They had the sound and huge influence. Yeah, to be honest, but still going strong now. You know, with from what we're hearing. Sent me some bits, C-Doc, with a is it Enemy Radio?
We're working on something.
Hadn't heard that before, so that was like, whoa. That's
okay.
Yeah, sounded really cool. I hadn't heard that before, so that was appreciate that. So some really nice stuff on there as well.
Oh, thank you. So, yeah, man, that one was the Enemy Radio record was, you know, it was 2020, so the world was kind of a hot mess, and And then it was, you know, what, 5, 6, well, maybe 6 months before the proper Public Enemy record, you know, returned to Def Jam and stuff. So Enemy Radio kind of snuck in under the radar a little bit. So.
Cool. Yeah, no.
Yeah,
who did the production? Who did the production on that?
I did that.
Yeah. Respect. Yeah.
Thank
Nice.
you.
Yeah. No, that was one of the standout things. I
Wait until you hear the next one.
That for me, you know, was a really good tune.
No, thank you. Thank you.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, no, it's all good. It's all good. Yeah, because I think I sent you the link, right?
Yes, yeah. There's a good catalog there to go through, but that was the first one I kind of stumbled across. I was like, "Fuck!" Excuse me, the name. That was that was the one that was
Oh no. I really like that record. It came together in a very bizarre way, but
That man is a monster. He's a monster.
Yep.
Thank you, sir.
Whew.
Oh boy.
Man.
Mike, what so Cold Vein, some other records that you really gravitate towards?
What really grabbed me?
Yeah.
If I went back to the ones that were influenced, I would say the EPMD, Strictly Business.
Yeah. God, I love that record.
They were something else too. Where they, you know, the whole the album, the EPMD job. I was lucky to meet them in LA years ago. They signed an album for me, and that was I was out over there. But EPMD Strictly Business was a real sort of game changer, I think, and a classic. That was one that I think is up there, probably in my top 5, perhaps.
Nice.
Yeah, that was one. I'm trying to think what else.
How about those ultramagnetic MCs?
yeah. It's, you know, they were they're still touring now. Cool Keith.
Yep.
I still like Cool Keith now as well. He's another character who again they had another sound that were hard, but his lyrics were next level. When they Cool Keith was it made you like, oh wow, man, these guys again. That was a dope album too. You know, with some another one that would be in there for sure. You know.
Did you get to see them on the recent tour with Too Tough?
I didn't get to see them,
Okay.
to be honest, but they were here recently. I've talked to someone tonight, a friend of mine who went and saw, and he said G wasn't there.
Yeah, I think Seth had some travel issues.
He wasn't there as well, which was a shame because I think him and Keith are still doing stuff together, aren't they?
Yeah.
But he wasn't there for whatever reason. So, but they're still going, and there's still something magical about the ultramagnetic as well. That I think is another part of history and hip hop that influenced a lot of people. You know. So classic album.
And shout out to DJ Too Tough, our man DJ Too Tough. Who've been putting in lots of work. So
respect. Some good classic albums. The License to Ill, I think perhaps was probably again something that you grew up listening to. That was like the Def Jam movement there, and that was an album when I was young. I grew up to that was another influence. And the Beastie Boys in general were like cool. That was went on to the Paul's Boutique album, which changed direction. I don't think it got another one. Did get the recognition, if you say about an album that went under the radar. A lot of people say that's a masterpiece. That was that's for me. That's another classic that again that I don't think it did so well. It kind of in terms of success, but those who know, know they got a lot of acclaim. I think
it was a late bloomer, shall we say?
Yes, yeah.
It was ahead of its time.
Yeah. So okay, so Mike, being a License to Ill fan, when Paul's Boutique dropped, did it throw you, or did you jump on board with it immediately? Were you like, wait a minute, this doesn't sound like the other shit? Because I think huh?
Say that again. Sorry.
No, I said when being a fan of License to Ill, when Paul's Boutique came out, did it kind of like throw you off because it was such a different sounding record?
Yeah. I mean, I was really into them anyway. They started playing their instruments, didn't they? As well, I think they went away. And developed their sounds as well. It was different to the Rick Rubin produced, Def Jam or the Formula. I think. And I think this was more them, wasn't it? I think they had more say in how it was sounding. So I liked it. To be honest, it was different, but I was I liked the way they were evolving, and over the years you grew up listening to the Beastie Boys, and when MCA, rest in peace, passed away, that was huge. There's something that you just want to keep going forever because you grew up with them, and you kind of expected them all the way through your life. So that was a shame, but big influence, musically, and the lifestyle. They had the VW thing that Mike D had. I don't know if you they were like over here. I know it was like in the States, but people were stealing the VW badges, and if you took one, you had to say your Golf went missing, the VW would replace it for you very kindly.
Oh.
But there was a band over here, in the state. There was a guy who wore I got a story to tell. You might know there was another rapper, I don't know who it was, but he had the Mercedes badge. Do you remember? There was a rapper and he had that. So I didn't have the VW, and the day I decided to get myself a Mercedes badge, I went out and there was a Mercedes. I don't know if you've ever tried to get one, and nor should you. And people listening at home,
right,
but
no, you shouldn't.
The first time I went to acquire one, there was this car parked up in a trading estate. I looked around. I was on a bike at the time, and I've got to pull this thing out, and it's on a huge coil. So it doesn't snap off. So I'm pulling this thing out, and eventually this guy comes out screaming like, "What?" And I've gone away with this yards of thing. Totally, looking at it as a kid, but that was the first one. So first and last. But that was had to.
I just pulled up. It's Mike D. Mike D is wearing a Mercedes logo on his necklace.
Was it Mike D? Okay. Right.
Oh,
right.
He was?
Okay.
Really?
Okay. I knew they had the VW, and
he upgraded, huh?
Yeah. I tell you, like, there was another time I came out of the cinema. I was on my own, and there was a big truck with a Mercedes logo on the front, probably the size of a 12-inch record. Brand new, and I was drawn to it like the Holy Grail. And I've got my hands on this thing, but I didn't realize it was bolted behind the grill. This thing wasn't coming, so I got a foot up on it, and I'm 18 years old at the time. So, so I look back on. I didn't even think about the guy sleeping in the cab above it. Okay, so I pulled this thing off with half the grill, with this thing under my arm, and this guy's jumped out, obviously screaming what he's going to do to me when he catches me and stuff like that. But I managed to get home with this grill and this thing on it. So that was it. It was too close for comfort. But the things you do.
Rakim had a Mercedes.
Oh,
Who's that?
Right.
Yes.
Rakim.
Well spotted. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that was it for me. It was they were chrome, they were more solid, and a bit more decorative. But fun times,
Yeah.
None of that.
Yeah. Can't say I ever did that. Yeah.
But that was it. Your influence with growing up with these things and the fashion that went along with it. So it was. Looking back, it was good fun as well, But there was a craze. I remember a lot of VWs with missing badges at some point. I think that was the norm. So they should be kind of a bit pissed if you owned one perhaps at the time. But
that's funny, man. Yeah. That's funny.
Like who? Oh, yeah.
No, go ahead. What did you say?
No, I was gonna ask him who are some of your favorite UK groups. Like I know I met Blade before. I talked with him.
Yeah,
I've met like Roots Maneuver, and I love the Cookie Crew, and even like Derek B. I used to love him. But like, what are some of your what are some of your favorite UK groups?
Derek B was one of the first here. I think.
Mm-hmm.
To really cross over.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, Derek B.
Rest in peace, Derek B. Yeah.
Rest in peace, Derek B. He was the first people, first rappers that came over here. Cookie Crew, like you said. We had the London Producer, who's big here. Michael Parkinson, another UK rapper. Hijack again were the first people signed to Rhyme Syndicate. They had a really unique sound. Hard Noise were massive too. Shout out to AJ the Slayer. He's a cool dude. They were we had what they call it Britcore. They were big sound and big influence here. I think M Rock used. I said to him that when I was listening to the Tower of Babylon album, it sounded kind of like the early UK hip hop, and he said he was quite influenced by that as well. That was something that I sort of picked up on. That obviously had an influence on him too. He's into drum and bass. He's done the drum and bass thing as well that he's put out. So he's a very talented guy. But the early UK was
I had to pull out Derek B.
For instance, Jack. Derek B.
What is happening?
Yeah. And he was Easy Q was the side.
Easy Q, right? His DJ. Yeah.
What
was that?
Did you hear that Gunshot is releasing a tribute track for Alkaline?
I can't see it properly. Derek B though was that was one of the first UK artists I think that came out from here. Cookie Crew as well, like you said, was something else.
Yeah, Cookie Crew.
Yeah, they were.
Or Prince Paul Daddy-O production.
London Posse. Say that again.
Oh, you know who I got into? Silver Bullet.
Silver Bullet, yes.
Yeah.
That was an interesting time. Someone's going to bring forth the guillotine, I think, and someone's disappeared. Silver Bullet had there was an interesting period with hip hop.
Yeah, there you go.
The rave culture.
There you go. Yeah.
Respect.
Hijack.
Shake him around a little bit more.
And Hijack, the Horns of Jericho.
Yeah.
Silver Bullet there was a time with the hip hop where it could be played at raves and stuff like that. We had like the rave scene here, and certain records like Silver Bullet, Bring Forth the Guillotine. It was a crossover thing, whereas now you don't get so much played in clubs. But there was a time where hip hop was played at rave, and it was a good time for music, I think. But yeah, Silver Bullet was another one. The Music of Life label was a good label here too. Simon Harris did a lot of stuff with that. So those were early influences, really. I would say Hijack were probably my favourite UK album is the Horns of Jericho, if I was to name one, Yeah.
How about that? That's
Now we're talking. Yes.
There you go.
Again, when we're talking about album covers, that Ghetto Blaster for me, I spent ages staring at the horns and everything.
Oh,
that was a fact, and it was the Supreme Team from the States, right? That was heavily sampled, and obviously
WHBI.
Supreme Team show and stuff like that. They used a lot of that, but that was a very an album again that didn't get. I listened to it, I don't know, about a year or so ago, and it was like, this should have been more. It was so ahead of its time, apart from the double Dutch and the
But it was Malcolm McLaren.
Right.
And Malcolm McLaren, nobody in hip hop really knew about Malcolm McLaren. If you wanted over here, if you wanted to hear about Malcolm McLaren, you had to listen to alternative or punk.
Yeah.
That's when you heard about Malcolm McLaren.
This was a hit over here. This is like the funny thing about this, when I think about it, is this is like, when you think about this, came in 82. So this is those early drum machine sounds, and this is like, Trevor Horn produced that stuff. So the Art of Noise and all that type of stuff. So the sound was more futuristic for hip hop when that dropped, because 82 it was still like drum machines and really robotic. But that was this was I remember, like you said, that radio. Like, I've wanted to recreate that radio ever since I was a kid.
There was a Beyond the Streets exhibition here. Did you have it in the States? Which was like a big exhibition, and it was they had the radio there as well, and it went through the whole influences from like the Clash and graffiti and everything, but they had the radio there, and it was like. I have some photos on my phone. The nerds were, getting up close to it and reminiscing. But that was always something, that you wanted that Ghetto Blaster. That was a pretty cool bit of artwork for sure. Crazy, good times.
So dope.
Yep. All right. Any other questions for Mike?
What's that?
I was asking if anybody had any other questions for you, sir.
Oh no, I mean, I'm good. I'm gonna hit the sack. I think I've got to try and get up to work tomorrow, but it's a pleasure. Thank you so much for having me on here as well.
No, thanks for staying up to be with us, Mike. Really appreciate it.
Yeah. I had we got this. I got a Doberman puppy at the weekend. It was 3. My dog. We had a Doberman that was on the front of the Mixtape Massacre album, and he passed away about a month ago. And you guys have got pets, or I know Jennifer's got a dog as well. It's family, and we were sobbing away. And I thought, I'm going to try and I've had Dobermans all my life, so we've got this little creature at the moment that needs training and stuff like that. So I was up with 2 hours sleep with him last night, and he's like a little baby, so it was my turn to do it. So that was it's challenging too, but rewarding at the same time. So so that was kind of good. At the last dog made it onto the album cover as well. So that was kind of it was a big thing. But I'll keep you posted, guys, about further developments and stuff like that.
Please do, Mike. Yeah. All right. Thanks. Thank you, Mike.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mike the Hat.
Thank you. Cheers.
All right. There you go. Live from the UK.
Yep.
All the way.
In the middle of the night.
In the middle of the night, yeah. More power to him, man. Hope he gets some sleep. Yeah.
So do I. Yeah.
Yeah. Very cool. And yes, if you get a chance, check out his Weaponize Mixtape Series Volume 2. Mike the Hat.
And pick up Volume 3 if you have a chance to.
Yeah.
I think there's still copies.
Ultimate Fakes and Tweaks. There it is. Weaponize Records. Yep. Shout out to them. Shout out to our sponsor.
Oh man.
Hackensack Brewing. Hackensack Brewing with the beer Auga that's dedicated to the Awesome Two. If you're in the North Jersey area, Pennsylvania, New York, whatever, get on over there to Hackensack Brewing. Have some good beers. Tell them we sent you.
Hell yes. And the show is also brought to you by the Spit Slam Record Label Group. The Spit Slam Record Label Group, a Chuck D situation. Catch us on your favorite streaming platform, on Bandcamp, or visit our official web store at spitslamrecords.com. All releases are available digitally or on CD, with select titles available on vinyl and cassette. The Spit Slam Record Label Group. Throwback to the future sound. Yes. And you can also...
Can I just say,
yeah.
I just saw something very disturbing that says Mike Tyson suffered a medical emergency on a flight to Los Angeles.
Oh, no.
Another one?
No.
Nah, he's all right.
Yeah, he's fine.
Yeah, he's all right.
That was over the weekend.
He better be okay.
I know. We need
because he needs to go and kick Jake Paul's ass.
He sure does, and he will.
I think it was ulcers or something.
Yeah,
he needs to teach him a lesson.
He sure does.
Of keeping your yapper shut.
Yep.
Yeah, let's hope he shuts that kid's yapper.
Yeah, please. Yes. So yes, shout out to Iron Mike. Check out Flatline, Mr. Chuck D, and myself every Friday on the Rap Station app or on Mixcloud for the Angie Don't Stop radio show, 2 hours of hip hop power. And I play the Spit Slam Jam of the Week. Catch Ultramag 7, JOJ, and our man in Amsterdam, DJ Soulbuck, every Sunday right here on Channel 0, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for the mixtape, where Soulbuck will spin the music for our upcoming guest. And who do we have upcoming next week?
Next, thank God I just realized you were going to ask that. Because who's coming on is none other than Cue Ball and Kurt Kazal.
Oh, yeah.
He said.
So please come back around and join us next week as we talk
Q&C.
Q&C.
Yep.
And I want to thank everybody watching live, everybody watching on the replay. Of course, my co-hosts, Ultramag 7, Jennifer O'Jenny, and Flatline. And we will see everybody next week for another episode of It's C-Doc Again. Peace out.